back to the yoga clinic. My name is Becca, and I'm really glad that you are here for this Rise and Shine yoga flow. Perfect for those of you just waking up, or if you just happen to have some stiff muscles and need to introduce some movement into your day. For today's class, we're going to need one block. You can also use a stack of books, any hard surface, and meet me back on your mat. So we'll begin in a comfortable seat. And we'll start with some pranayama, but before we do that, let's just take a moment to ground. Inhale fully through both nostrils, filling the base of the lungs, bottom to top. And then open the mouth at the top of the inhale and sigh the exhale out. Good. And I want you to do that 2 more times and being really dramatic about your exhale. So it feels really luxurious. And as the lips naturally come together, they may rest in a smile. We'll begin with Nadi Shodhana. So this is a pranayama practice that's meant to balance both hemispheres of your brain, or in yoga speak, it balances both of the main nadis. So you have multiple, maybe even thousands of nadis in your body. They're energy channels. But you have 3 main ones in the center of your body, Sushumna, and then there's Ida and Pingala. And the latter 2 correspond to our feminine and male energies, which correspond to different hemispheres of the brain. And if you notice when you wake up in the morning, if you ever test the air coming out of your nostrils, you will find that one nostril is breathing out more dominantly than the other. And that will clue you into what side of your nervous system, your brain, your feminine, masculine energies, whatever you want to call it, that's going to tell you which one you are in excess of today and which one you may need a little boost in. So for me, it's my left nostril, which corresponds with the right hemisphere of the brain and the more masculine, active energy. So for me, I may want to focus on grounding, slowing postures. Another way you can balance out these energies is through this pranayama practice that we will do now, called Nadi Shodhana. If you'd like to do a dedicated practice on Nadi Shodhana, I have a video dedicated to just that. So go check it out in the pranayama playlist after this class. So we're going to rest the left hand on the left knee, palm face up, fingertip, pointer finger and thumb together. And then the right hand, we're going to lower the middle and ring fingers, leaving, I'm sorry, I always do that wrong. We're going to lower the pointer and the middle finger. So it's this odd kind of shape here. And we're going to rest our ring and pinky finger on the left nostril, leaving the right nostril open. What it's going to look like is an inhale through the right nostril only, and then plugging both nostrils, so bringing the thumb in, and then exhaling through the left, and then inhaling left, and exhaling right. Let's begin. Inhale, right nostril. Hold. Exhale, left nostril. Inhale, left nostril. Hold. Exhale, right nostril. This time, let's make the inhales longer than the exhales. We'll inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another round. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, left, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale both nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale both nostrils. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's stretch our neck. We're going to begin by bringing the hands behind you, taking the right hand around the left elbow or left tricep. And then we'll lower the right ear to the right shoulder. And as you let the head just hang over to the right, maybe you let out an exhale, sinking into the stretch. Release the cross of your arms, bring the head back up to neutral. Let's switch sides. Left hand grabs the right elbow tricep, and then we'll lower the left ear to the left tricep. Inhaling and exhale, sinking into the pose. Release the cross of the arms, lower the chin down towards your chest, just rolling it down and over to the right. And then bring it back down through the chest center and over to the left. Good, and then let's clasp the hands in a fist behind the back. Press the knuckles down, lift the chest up, and then you might pull the knuckles away from your lower back, getting a stretch in the thoracic spine. And then let's bring the fist around the left side of the waist, and we'll lower the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the chin to chest. Release the fist back down to the floor behind you. We'll inhale. Puff up your chest. Pull the fist back behind you. Look up. Exhale. Curl the fist around the right side of the waist. Lower the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, I'm sorry. Right ear to right shoulder. Hello, Snow. Okay, let's release this. We'll bring the chin back down to the chest. And then inhale, finding our back bend. Okay. And exhale, let's release into tabletop position. We're going to start with the block between the legs on the medium setting. If you're using books here, you don't really need the block. I'm putting it here because the low back, it's problematic in a lot of people, including myself. And when we twist the wings of the pelvis asymmetrically, it tends to aggravate low back pain. So when we first wake up and our backs are stiff, it's more likely that this twisting is going to hurt. So I bring a block here to stabilize my pelvis in one plane. Again, optional. If you don't have a block, think about energetically bringing inner thighs together. So toning your inner thighs by energetically drawing knees in towards midline. Now let's inhale for cow pose. Lift the crown of the head, lift the tip of the tail. And exhale, cat. Press into the hands, press into the legs around your back. Again, inhale, cow. Shoulder blades draw back and down. And exhale, cat. Now, cow pose, let's start from the pelvis, then mid-back, upper back, and then the head. And cat, start from the pelvis, low back, mid-back, upper back, head, round. Cow pose, start from the crown of your head, cervical spine, middle back, low back, and cat, starting from the tip of your head. Head, chest, ribs, low belly. Good. Come back into your neutral. And let's place the block underneath the right knee to start. So press into the right knee to align your knees so the left knee hovers in the air. This is going to be good for pelvic stabilization if you're one of those people that have low back problems. So we'll press into the right knee and then hike the left hip up. And as you do that, you feel the side of your right glute turn on. That's what we're looking for. Now bring the knees back into alignment, but exaggerate by dropping the left knee down almost to the ground. And then again, hike it back up towards parallel and then stacking. You can flex the left foot and then again, lower towards alignment and then past it. Alignment of the knees. Again, inhale. Squeeze and firm up the right side butt, and then exhale. Inhale, stack your right hip on top of the left. Let's find balance here. So we'll tuck the back toes, straighten the top leg, and flex the top foot. Then the left arm will come up towards the sky if you can manage the balance, keeping the gaze down to start. Internally rotate your left leg so that your hip stays square. Feel the left glute muscle working, the right glute muscle working. And then from here, you might begin to turn your gaze out to the left side. Firm through the right arm. From here, you can stay or bend the top leg, grabbing for the top ankle. Press the foot into the hand, hand into foot, finding a back bend. Breathe. And gently reverse the steps. Left hand comes down. Let's bring the left knee down and switch sides with the block. So we will press into the left knee to lift the right off the mat. And then we'll stack the right hip on top of the left, firming up the left outer hip. And then bring the knees back in alignment, but drop the right knee down towards the mat, letting it hover, shin hovers about an inch off of the mat. Good. Again, stacking right hip on top. Let's flex that top foot. And then coming back, knees line up and dropping the right knee down, feeling the right hip sag. Again, inhale. Strong through the arms and core. Exhale. Inhale, stack. Let's balance here. Tuck your back toes. Extend your top leg and flex that foot. Internally rotate the right thigh bone. And then lift the right outer ankle higher so that the left right hip turns on. Right arm might reach up to the sky, and you can look out to the side. You can even look up at the top arm. If you'd like to back bend here, we'll firm up the low belly, bend the right knee, and grab the top of the right foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Lean your chest back. Don't hold your breath. Release, reversing your steps as slowly as you can go. So good. Let's move that block out of the way and find downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. So really good low core stabilization work. And we're going to repeat that in a different way later on in this class, just so we can make sure your hips are nice and sore. Let's look towards the top of the mat. We'll walk the feet up to meet the hands. Feet are hip width distance or maybe a little wider. Come to the fingertips underneath the shoulders. And then inhale, stretch the crown of your head forward. You can bend the knees here. Long spine. Exhale, pull the low belly in and fold over your legs. Again, you can bend the knees. Focusing on the spine, we'll inhale, extend your tailbone back, cinch the sides of your waist, and then exhale, fold, hugging the low belly in and hinging at your hips. Inhale, let's root to rise, pressing down into the feet, sweeping the arms up overhead, strong legs, long side bodies. Exhale, draw the thumbs to the heart. Again, inhale, big circle with the arms up to the sky. Let your gaze follow, press down into your feet, and then exhale, pull the thumbs to the heart as you hug the belly button in. Again, inhale, reach up, root down, and exhale, center. All right, good work so far. We are going to take Surya Namaskar C, Sun Salutation C. So we can keep the legs where they are. If you prefer to zip up the creases of your feet, the arches of your feet, do so. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. And then exhale, hugging the belly in, let's dive forward fold. Uttanasana. Fingertips can graze the earth or maybe the shins. We'll inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. And then exhale, let's step the right foot back, drop the right knee. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. And as you puff up your chest, can you really pull the biceps behind your head? Heart goes skyward. Exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right, lower. Knees, chest, chin. Let's stay here for an extra breath. Untuck the knees, inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana, second side. Squeeze your back glute muscle. Pull your hands back. Exhale, hands flutter towards the earth. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot back, drop the back knee down. Anjaneyasana, inhale, arms reach up, squeeze the back glutes, stretch the back hip flexor, and exhale, hands down. Tuck your back toes, plank pose, inhale, exhale, chaturanga, shift forward, shoulders past the wrists and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hug the hips in. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee. And exhale, frame the front foot, step forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, sweep your arms high. And exhale, hands to prayer. Good work. We'll take some side bends here. I'm going to face you. We'll inhale the arms up to the sky. This time, right hand is going to latch around the left wrist, and we'll step the left foot behind the right leg. Inhale, press the arms high, straighten the legs, squeeze your thighs, and then exhale, take it over to the right. Try to pull your right hip back in space. That's going to keep your hips square and keep any twisting out of the low back. Good. Inhale, back to center. Reach your arms high. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, side bend, other side. So the left hand grabs right wrist, right foot behind the left leg. I like to look underneath this top armpit here. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, let's step the feet wider than the mat and fold. Right hand underneath your face. Bend your knees a lot, and then let's twist open towards the left, sweeping the left arm high. So as you do this, you're going to want to straighten the left leg and bend the right knee a lot. Good. Let's circle the left arm around the back and then drop the right ear towards the floor. Crown of the head moves towards the ground. Reverse that. Inhale, left arm high. And exhale, switch hands. Inhale, right arm high. We'll bend the right leg a lot. Straighten the left leg. Look at your top thumb. And then as you exhale, we'll curl that top arm around the low back and dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, release the hands down. Let's step back, lower into our plank, or actually just hold plank. I don't know why I said lower. So big hands here. I want you to feel like the center of your palms are flat. I mean, obviously there's a little arch in your hand there, but pressing that energetically downwards and feeling as if all 10 fingers have solid contact with the earth. Firm up your quads, and then we'll inhale, shift forward, shoulders past the wrists. So feeling this gripping going on in the fingertips here. This is what you want in handstand. If you're new to handstanding, your hands are really active and your fingertips grip the mat as a brake to prevent you from falling over. Good. As you exhale, let's send the heels back so they stack over the ankles, or over the toes. Inhale, come forward. Firm up your core. Exhale, go back. Take your shoulders out of the ears. One more, inhale. Relax through the sides of the neck, long through sides of the neck. Exhale, heels back. Inhale, come forward. Feet active, exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your chest through. Squeeze your thighs. Exhale, down dog. Okay, let's grab our blocks. And we're going to step the right foot on top of the block. So pressing down into the right foot, we'll lift the left foot hovering off the mat, the toes line up. And then we're going to do the same exercise here. So press into the right foot a lot. Suck the left thigh bone into the socket so that the hips stack.
And then can you keep doing that, bringing the left heel up and back? Good. Now bring the left foot forward. Begin to lower the left foot so it lines up with the right, and then dip it down, almost tapping the mat. Good. Hike the hips. Let's just simplify this. So hike the hips here. Left hip on top of right, and then lower. Again. Feeling the right outer hip turn on, lower. Then let's inhale, stack the hips, and now we'll find our familiar one-legged, three-legged dog posture here. Good. Square your hips again. Three-legged dog, and then as you exhale, we're going to try to tap the left toes to the left wrist. So to do that, we have to suck the left hip into the hip socket a lot. Good. Tap it. Come back, three-legged dog. Okay, that was hard. So this motion of sucking the hip in is what you want to think about when you're kicking up into a split L handstand. Sucking the standing leg into the socket to bring it up off the floor. Good, three-legged dog, and then let's step the right foot through. Kick that block out of the way, rise up, crescent lunge. Sorry, this is the left foot through. Arms reach up. And then exhale, let's sink down into it. Lower the rib cage down. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot at a perpendicular angle to your front heel. Good, reverse your warrior. Keep the same bend in the front knee so the front leg doesn't move. Inhale, come back to center. We'll take warrior two and then frame the front foot with the hands. Slide your left heel back into the center of the mat. So we're going to try our split L handstands here. Now that we've warmed up the outer hips and played with sucking the thigh into the socket. So we're in a supported warrior three position, extending the right leg straight back behind you. Right leg is active. So when we handstand, this top leg is a counterweight. It's not where the power is coming from. The power is coming from our standing leg. So a lot of people think that they can use momentum to fling this top leg up. It's going to introduce instability, and it'll be a lot harder to catch your handstand. So nice big hands here, just like when we were in plank. We want to feel like the fingertips are active. Come up onto the ball of your standing leg and activate your right leg also. So like point the toe and feel the muscles of your right leg hug the bones. Now from here, we're going to jump off of the left leg, and as we do that, sucking the left thigh bone into the socket, just like we did to come forward in down dog with one leg. Good, so if you just get here today, that's great. Maybe you can take it up and overhead. And then we're going to lower through vinyasa. So you should feel like hands, wrists, forearms are really working here, because they are. Down dog. Let's do all that on the other side. You all are doing awesome. This is not easy. I actually didn't intend it to be hard, but now it's feeling very hard. So we've got our left foot on the block, and we're going to lift the right foot to hover. Now let's just stack right hip on top of the left. Keep sending the chest back to the thighs. If your shoulders are tired like mine, that's going to take some of the pressure out. Good, lower the right hip down and then bring it back to neutral and stack. Feeling the sucking action of your left thigh bone. And then let's stack the hips and we'll find our three-legged dog with hips stacked. You can come onto the fingertips of the right hand like I'm doing. Let's come back, three-legged dog, inhale, and then exhale, right toes to the right wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, step the right foot through. Kick the block out of the way. Find crescent lunge on your inhale. So really sturdy, rooted foundation here. Arms are strong, hands are active. Straightening both legs on your next inhale. Squeeze Mula Bandha and then exhale, Warrior Two. Shoulders over your hips. Reverse your warrior. We'll just flip the front palm over and take it up overhead in a rainbow. I always look down at my back foot in my reverse warrior. It's just more comfortable for my neck. Good. Coming back through Warrior Two, we'll frame the front foot with the hands. Come on the ball of the back foot. Bring your right foot into the center of your mat, so dragging the heel back. And then take the hands forward so you feel like they can be under your shoulders. We'll lift the left leg, flexing the foot. So thinking about what we're doing here, let's find our nice strong hands, knowing that we have to push into the hands in our handstand just as if we were in plank. So we're going to be jumping with the right leg, sucking the right thigh bone into the socket, and then we're going to use that action to pull the hips over our shoulders. So let's activate this back leg, and then we'll come onto the tiptoes of the right foot. Take your gaze in between your hands, find a spot to focus on. We'll bend the right knee, and then jump, and as you do that, sucking the bone into the socket. Finding some hang time, maybe, if you're lucky today. And, whoa, safe handstanding and vinyasa. Not a graceful exit. Really good work, y'all. Let's drop down to the knees. Actually, no, I have a gift for you. And my gift to you is lizard. Let's come into down dog. And then we'll step the left foot forward outside the left hand, dropping the back knee down. And then turn your left toes out to 45 degrees. Come onto the outside edge of your left foot. You can take the right hand underneath your face and incorporate a twist here. This is going to feel nice after all that outer hip work. Can you slow your breathing down? Good. I feel like I could stay here a long time. Let's find the other side. Hands come down underneath your shoulders. Back to the bottom of the left foot. We'll step back down dog. And then we'll lift the right leg and step it outside of the right hand. Opening the foot to 45 degrees and then coming onto the outer edge of your right foot. Option to take the left hand underneath your face, taking the right hand to the left thigh and looking behind you. Let's change. Taking the right hand down, tucking your back toes, finding down dog. Step your feet through, sit down. We'll find one round of Navasana and then take it to the mat. Take it to the mat? No, we'll find back bending afterward. Navasana, sit up nice and tall, balancing on your sitting bones. Draw the thighs into your chest, get tall through the crown of your head, shoulders down, and then extending the legs if you can and choose today. You can hold on to the thighs if this feels really difficult. Otherwise, extend your arms forward. Pull the low belly in, and imagine you could suck it up towards your sternum. Shoulder heads go down. Crown of the head nice and proud. Breathe. And release. So we'll take back bending. Actually, we're going to do Ustrasana Camel. So let's stand on the knees. And we're just going to do one round of this. So usually I do 3 rounds in class. And the reason why is because we can go deeper the more we practice the posture. So if it doesn't feel like you can go very deep today, that's totally fine. If you're back bending and you feel like you're stretching across your chest, you're doing it right. So this is a situation where I like to have my block between my knees. You may not need that, just helps me keep my hips square. Take your thumbs to your sternum, and then as you inhale, feel like the sternum is moving into the thumbs. And then exhale, stay and keep that length. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Breathe into the heart, and as you breathe into the heart, think about reaching the heart into the thumbs. So getting really tall and long in our thoracic spine. And as you do that, you may need to start shifting the hips forward. Feeling the outer hips engage. And maybe you can lift the chin. And maybe you can grab for the ankles. Pressing the hips forward. Lifting the chest. And then coming out the way you came in. So we'll start by taking hands to the low back. Then standing up on the knees. And then sitting back into Virasana, Hero's Pose. Good work, yogis. Now we'll come on to our back. Extending your legs forward. Let's take Salamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. It's not a posture I teach very often in class, and I'm not really sure why that is. I think because I like handstanding, so that's usually my inversion. This is a really beneficial posture. It's the quintessential inversion. So we're going to take the legs up to the sky. We'll press down into the backs of the arms to lift the hips and then catch them in the hands. Can you walk your elbows in towards one another a little bit without losing your balance? Good. And then we're going for hips over shoulders if possible. The back flat part of your head is down, and there's still a little curve in the neck, but most of the weight is on the shoulders here. Think about spinning your inner thighs inward. You can point the toes. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Then we'll slowly come out. Bend the knees into your chest. And then release the hands down to the mat in front of you. And use this as a break to lower your hips down very slowly. Once the feet come down, let's let the knees splay apart. And then we'll find fish pose here, Matsyasana. Hands find your sides if they're not already there. Again, we'll press into the backs of the arms to lift the head and chest off the mat. And then we might need to walk the elbows back a little bit. We'll lift through the chest and then let the crown of the head lower to the floor behind you. Good. Press into your elbows to lift your head. And then release the elbows out to the sides and lower your body down onto the mat. We'll take a moment here in Supta Baddha Konasana.
Release any tension in your jaw. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Release the hands down by your sides and slowly extend the feet forward and wide. Shavasana. My friends, I hope you enjoyed this practice and you feel fired up for your day, maybe a little more balanced. Stay in Shavasana as long as you can. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again on the mat very soon.